Good morning, this is KELOLAND on the go, with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
One person is dead after a charter bus for Iowa Lakes Community College's baseball team crashed near Twin Lakes, Iowa.
Officials say it happened just before 11:30 Wednesday morning. The Iowa State Patrol says no other vehicles were involved in the crash, and it appeared the bus rolled over more than once.
Right now, authorities have not released the identity of the person killed. They do report everyone on the bus was injured, with injuries ranging from minor to serious.
The cause of the crash is under investigation.
Wednesday brought day 3 of testimony in a Sioux Falls murder trial.
Dylan Farmer is charged with first-degree and second-degree murder in the death of Casey Schaefer. On Wednesday, the jury heard from a forensics expert with the SFPD crime lab who showed pictures of the victim.
They also talked with others about items found where Schaefer's body was discovered, including a credit card with Farmer's name on it.
Digital reporter Michael Dorn was in the courtroom and has a closer look at the testimony in the KELOLAND.com original.
ICE's 287G program allows law enforcement officers to be trained to act as ICE agents.
In South Dakota, there are state and county agencies who have joined the program, but the Centerville Police Department is the only municipal agency.
If we're going to have to deal with this concern of the community, that we be as knowledgeable as we possibly can in regards to what we can and can't do when we have contact with, whether it be legal or illegal aliens.
Hatcher says that because Centerville is surrounded by farmland, there are many seasonal workers in the area.
Well, now let's get a check on the weather with meteorologist Scott Munt. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning, everybody. We are looking at some cloud cover to begin your day across parts of southeastern KELOLAND. They will quickly move to the southeast. Let's go ahead and show you some of those clouds that we do have in the east and southeast for you this morning. Again, these are moving to the east, southeast, and eventually give way to sunshine as we do get into the afternoon. Let's go ahead and take a look at our forecast for today. You can expect another mild day. Temperatures will reach the low to middle 50s. Brian will have more details on your forecast coming up.
Thank you, Scott. The Stockyards Ag Experience is hosting a special event tonight.
It's taking place at the Meadow Barn at Country Orchard in Harrisburg. The Stockyard Soiree has an auction and speakers, but a big aspect of it is connecting consumers and producers.
I think being able to connect people to realize that the farmers and the ranchers that are here and local are the ones that are probably feeding you, but also the inverse, right? That farmers know that consumers are listening and want to know who is raising their food and that they have questions about it. And if they're not meeting anywhere else, we want them to have a chance to meet and talk about those things.
The meals are made using local produce. Julie Hammer and her husband are donating beef and pork to the event.
Augustana's Artist in Residence is now a Grammy winner.
24-year-old Matthew Whitaker, who is blind, is one of the arrangers on a medley.
The piece won Best Arrangement, Instrumental or A Cappella.
First of all, I'm super blessed and grateful and honored, to be among, even just being nominated. Because, back in November, I found out I was nominated and I was like, what? And now to have the Grammy, it just feels amazing.
One of Whitaker's students at Augustana says he absolutely deserves the award.
The 19th annual Weiner Dog Night is Saturday at the Premier Center in Sioux Falls.
For one night only, the Stampede will transform into the Fighting Wiener Dogs to help raise money and awareness for Dakota Dachshund Rescue.
A lot of these dogs, like little Miss Claire here, she was a breeder release girl. She had horrible teeth. They all have dentals. Some have dentals with extractions. We do heartworm testing, pre-surgical blood work, rabies, distemper, bordetella. Others need extra surgeries like hernia repairs.
The Fighting Wiener Dog hosts Des Moines on Saturday night. The puck drops at 6:05.
The team will wear specialty jerseys that'll be sold to the highest bidder, while Dakota Dachshund Rescue will have about 30 adoptable dogs in the concourse area. If you'd like to bid on a specialty jersey, we provided a link to the auction page under this story on KELOLAND.com.
Let's look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get another Check Your Weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, our weather update today. Well, after a few clouds this morning and sprinkles south of Sioux Falls, it looks like clearing skies, a lot of sunshine and really mild temperatures here today. A lot of folks will at least be in the upper 40s to low 50s across the board as we get into the mid-afternoon. So take it in. Yep, another nice day. It looks like tonight, fair skies out there. Tomorrow, we're headed for even warmer weather. I think we've got more 50s and maybe even a couple of 60s showing up along the South Dakota, Nebraska border. And it looks like we'll continue this trend as we get into Saturday. Maybe a few high clouds from the south. We'll see how much of that impacts our weather, but it still looks like mid to upper 50s. Very close to records in some of these cases. I don't think all of those records are going to fall. But, you know, tomorrow, for example, Sioux Falls, the going record is 59. So it's not impossible to get to that. But again, we'll just keep an eye on things into early next week. We are forecasting close to 60 on several occasions. 50 today, Brookings, 53 in Marshall. Let's go right to that 7-day forecast. It looks like the pattern will hold at least through Tuesday. Beyond that, there's a system in the northern plains that will affect the weather by about Wednesday. It looks like we'll be on the warm side of that, so we could see some showers. We'll see how the snowfall forecast evolves in North Dakota. That's kind of where things are right now, leaning toward that scenario to our north. But Aberdeen, certainly a cool down in the 7-day forecast there by day 7. Overnight lows, though, leading into this. Many, if not all of those numbers, at least 20 degrees above average. So pretty impressive. Pierce, Central South Dakota, same thing, mid to upper 50s into the weekend, and at least lasting through Tuesday. And then after that, we'll kind of shake things up a little bit. The pattern begins to break down. Rapid City, too. A 60-degree high on Sunday into Monday. Check out more details online at KELOLAND.com.